And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Trinity Baptist College, where we are getting ready for game number 2 of this Saturday afternoon doubleheader between the TBC Eagles and the Bruins from Bob Jones University. I'm Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau back on the camera, and Bob Jones is now looking to complete a 3-game sweep on the road, as Trinity Baptist did to them 2 weekends ago. Starting off game number 2 for the TBC Eagles, right-hander Robert Buster Herrera. He will be the starting pitcher with the record of no wins, 1 loss, 7.71 ERA. This will be his 10th appearance, 3rd start. He has pitched a total of 16 1/3 innings. He's allowed 18 hits, 24 runs, 14 of those earned, with 10 walks and 15 strikeouts. This is the batting order that Herrera will face. The first 8, the same as we saw in game number 1, and a new man batting 9th. Isaiah Brandt in left field. Conley Burke will be the pitcher. He's batting 2nd. Riley Ramsey in center field will bat 3rd. Zach Burke will catch, and he'll be the cleanup hitter once again. Batting 5th in right field, Daniel Barcino, the winning pitcher in game 1. Third baseman Rama Lacosta will bat 6th. And the bottom third are first baseman Adrian Lastball, Cheo Arias, and the new shortstop Elijah Forbush. First pitch popped up, and this one is getting out of play. Bruins have changed their jerseys. They're now wearing the navy blues with the light gold trim. Eagles in their dark jerseys with the royal blue trim. Here in game number 2. Dylan Owens is a left fielder, Parker Lafferty in center, and E.J. Alvarez in right. No balls and a strike. Herrera delivers from the stretch, and a high fly ball towards left, but that will be an easy play for Owens, and he makes the putout. And Herrera gets the first man he faces. Same infield for the TBC Eagles. Noah Harder at 3rd. Elvin Granado, the shortstop. Mark Rogers playing 2nd, and Will Van Sickle is at first base. And you don't see this a lot in college baseball, but Ryan Ongst is going to catch both ends of the doubleheader, at least to start off with. One quick out for Herrera, and his pitch is in the zone to Conley Burke. Burke got the save on the mound last night. He'll be the starting pitcher. He was 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored in game number 1. And here is the pitch. This one is in the dirt. Count even at a ball and a strike. Bob Jones got all 8 runs in the 6th inning, and Burke batted twice in that inning, had an RBI fielder's choice, and later on, a sacrifice fly to center. That's how he got his 2 RBIs. There's a ground ball to 3rd. Harder with the scoop and the throw right on target for out number 2. Well, Eagles looking to pick up the win in the 3rd and final game of the series, and for both teams, this is the last game of the regular season here in 2021. Counting today's game number 1, Trinity Baptist now 13-20 on the season, and Bob Jones at 6-23. 2 quick outs brings up the center fielder Riley Ramsey, who was absolutely brilliant in center field in the opener. Pitch on the way, and this one misses outside. Eagles had 5 hits, but they certainly hit the ball well enough to get into double digits, if not for the play of Ramsey and left fielder Isaiah Brandt. The 1-0 on the way, swung on and missed. That one looked like it was down out of the zone, but it's 1-1. We saw Brandt lead off with a fly ball to left. He was 1 for 2 with a run scored, plus drew a walk in game number 1. Ramsey came in hitting .233, and the 1-1 is on the outside corner for strike 2. Daniel Barcino, the complete game victory earlier today. He'll be playing right field in the nightcap. And there's a ground ball toward the first baseman, Van Sickle. Fields the hop, steps on the bag, and that retires aside. perfect 1-2-3 inning for Robert Herrera. No score as we go to the bottom of the first, and we'll give you the TBC Eagles batting order. The shortstop, Elvin Granado, will lead things off. Parker Lafferty will bat second. He'll be back in center field. Mark Rogers at second base will bat third. Will Van Sickle, the cleanup hitter, will bat fourth. Batting fifth, playing third base, is Noah Harder. E.J. Alvarez is in right field. He'll bat sixth. Ryan Heller will be the designated hitter, batting seventh. Ryan Ongst is behind the plate. He'll be doing the catching. And Dylan Owens, whom we saw as a courtesy runner in game number 1, it gets a start in left field against the Bruins here in game number 2. On the mound for the Bob Jones University Bruins, Conley Burke. He'll be doing the pitching. As we said a few minutes ago, he got the save with 2 innings pitched last night. In addition to the save, Burke as a pitcher, 1 win, 2 losses, 4.13 ERA. This will be his 8th appearance overall and 3rd start. 24 total innings pitched, 21 hits allowed. 11 of 15 runs allowed or earned. Burke has walked 23 and struck out 22. So he'll face Granado, Lafferty, and Rogers, the first 3 hitters for the Eagles in the bottom of the first. Isaiah Brandt is back in left, Riley Ramsey in center, and Daniel Barcina goes from the mound to play right field. Ramel Acosta is back at third base. Elijah Forbush getting the start at shortstop. Cheo Arias will play second base. Adrian Lasval at first. Zach Burke, he has moved from right field, putting on the catcher's gear, and he'll be the battery mate of Conley Burke. Elvin Granado steps up to the plate to lead things off. Now hitting .374. TBC stats now updated. He was 1 for 3 in game number 1, and first pitch on the corner for a strike. No balls and a strike. Burke works quickly and gets a good fastball for a swing and a miss. So no balls, 2 strikes. This is our final broadcast of TBC Eagles Athletics for the 2020 to 2021 academic/athletic school year. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Check swing, and I thought for a moment that ball might have tipped off the bat, but it didn't, and it's 1-2. The athletic director of Trinity Baptist College, Mr. John D. Jones, also our men's basketball head coach. I'm Ray Bureau, the sports information director, and the play-by-play announcer and the TBCEagles.com writer. Here's a 1-2 from Burke. And a breaking ball is just a little bit high. Dean Bureau, my son, is our cameraman. The official scorekeeper of TBC Eagles baseball, Ms. Amber Bird. Josh Jackson is our game day coordinator, among many other duties for TBC Athletics, as this one misses downstairs. Jamie Bird, Courtney Bird, and Stacy Bird, along with Amber, got a well-deserved recognition Thursday night at the Eagles Awards. Thank you for all the hard work that they did. That's the reason they got the service award this year. There's a hard line drive to right, and Barcina's going to pick up where his teammates, while he was pitching, did, and he's going to pull one down just like his outfielders did for him. That is out number 1. Granado couldn't hit the ball much harder than that, but Barcina showing off the dance moves after making the catch, and he leaped a little bit off the ground to make the play as well. So 1 out with the bases empty. Parker Lafferty at the plate. He's batting .294. Drew 3 walks and stole a couple of bases in game 1. He takes the first pitch for a strike. 0 for 1 officially, but a run scored. Burke ready, and the pitch, and that one's right down the middle for strike 2. Hopefully our technical issues have cleared up. I know it gets frustrating watching. It gets frustrating for us too. And there's a soft tapper towards second. That's going to be an easy play. Arias, good throw to first for out number 2. And here comes Mark Rogers. Drove in a couple of runs in the opener, 1 for 3 officially. Rogers now batting .339 with 36 RBIs. Had an RBI single in the first and a sacrifice fly in the 7th earlier today. And that pitch misses up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Conley Burke on the mound for Bob Jones University. And this one is well out of the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. Burke is a junior from Lake Waccamaw, North Carolina, majoring in kinesiology. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. That one is in the zone and a good take by Rogers. That one would have been tough to handle because it was right on the corner at the knees. The 2-1, and that one was a much more hittable pitch, but Rogers took it for strike 2. Well, with the little bit of cloud we had in game 1, they are gone. It is bright and sunny out here. And there's a chopper towards third. That is a fair ball. It is barehanded, and the throw in the dirt, dugout. What a play on both ends by the corner infielders. Acosta fielded that with his bare hand, made a low throw, but Lasval dug it out, and that retires a side. Both teams go down in order in the first. After 1, no score. Two more nifty defensive plays by the Bruins in the first inning. A line drive caught in right by Daniel Barcina, and then that barehanded snare of a ball that probably would have been at least 2 bases off the bat of Rogers. Credit both Acosta and Lasval for making the picks. Herrera threw a perfect first inning. He'll face Burke, Barcina, and Acosta. That's Zach Burke. Hitters 4, 5, and 6. Conley Burke doing the pitching for the Bruins. Zach Burke was 0 for 2, but he walked twice and scored a run earlier today. Herrera works exclusively from the stretch, does most of his pitching out of the bullpen. There's a ground ball towards second. Rogers with the field and a throw, out number 1, and a 1-pitch out for Robert Herrera. Burke came into today's play at .269, 9 runs batted in. Here's Barcina, the winner of game number 1. 7 innings, 4 runs, 3 earned. Allowed just 5 hits, got a lot of defensive help. He did walk 6, but he struck out 3. Didn't mean to, and he taps one towards third, and Harder with the play, and Herrera has thrown 2 pitches and gotten 2 outs. Barcina tried to hold up his swing, but made contact. Bases empty, 2 outs for Ramel Acosta. Barcina at the plate also had 2 hits and 4 trips in game number 1 and scored a run. Here's Acosta. He was 1 for 3, scored 1, and drove in one. 2 outs, bases empty. 2 pitches so far for Herrera. Could he make it 3-3? No, as this one misses outside. Of course, Acosta probably would have taken anything, and you don't want to give a pitcher a 3-pitch 1-2-3 inning. Make him work. Here's the 1-0, and this one misses upstairs for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. It's only the second inning, but we haven't had a base runner yet. Here is the 2-0, and there's a line drive, well hit down the left field line. That one is foul. It cleared the fence, but took a left turn, fortunately for Herrera and the Eagles. That ball did go over. That was a well-hit line drive by Acosta. He homered against the Eagles up in Greenville 2 weekends ago. And the 2-1. And that one misses upstairs for ball 3. Costa has homered twice in the season and driven in 12. Swing and a miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes. He came into today's play at .273 on the season. On base at a .431 clip. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. High pop-up. Shallow left field. Owens will call off Granado and ended up having to go to his knees to make the catch as that ball knuckled on him at the last instant. Still no base runners through an inning and a half. Bottom of the second, no score. Conley Burke will start his second inning of work. He got the Eagles out in order in the first with some defensive help, and he'll face Will Van Sickle, Noah Harder, and E.J. Alvarez. As the Eagles come to bat, no score, but we're still early. Bottom of the second, neither team has put a runner on base. Eagles trying to break that trend by sending Van Sickle to the plate. 0 for 4. But a run scored. Van Sickle reached on a strike 3 wild pitch and came around to score. His updated average now at .270, no homers, 24 RBIs, and he takes the first pitch way upstairs. Tell you, we're going to end the season with some absolutely beautiful weather here in Jacksonville. That one swung on and fouled straight back. We're in the mid-80s, but we're up here in a nice air-conditioned press box. There's no cloud directly over the stadium. That one is fouled off. Bright sunshine and no chance of rain in the forecast. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Will Van Sickle at the plate. And this one is lined into right field, and that's a base hit. That's the first base runner for either team. Hey, I'd like to take a moment to congratulate 2 former TBC Eagles who are now coaches for the Baldwin High School Indians. Matt Carter is the head varsity coach, and Christian Draper is an assistant varsity and the head JV coach. The Baldwin Indians are going to the regional championship playoffs in Class 3A. They're the runner-ups in District 3, but they are going to the regionals, and we wish them all the best. The only bad thing about that is they beat Trinity Christian Academy in the first round. That one is fouled off. That was the first round of the district competition. But congratulations to Matt Carter and Christian Draper, Trinity Baptist graduates and former Eagles, their first season coaching high school baseball. Here's the 0-1. Harder drops down the bunt, has a chance to beat it. There will be no throw. So the bunt single puts Noah Harder aboard. Harder was 2 for 3 in game number 1, and he's on base in his first at-bat of number 2, and E.J. Alvarez is at the plate. 0 for 3, but he laid down a sacrifice bunt, and Alvarez now at 323, 1 homer, 15 RBIs, now looking to put TBC on the board, but instead he squares a show bunt, and he takes the first pitch high for ball 1. So now that my Conquerors are out cheering on the Baldwin Indians in the Class 3A playoffs. 1 ball, no strikes. Alvarez again shows bunt, and he takes this one up high. Trinity Christian Academy softball won the district in Class 2A. They're going to have a regional game at home next Wednesday night at 7. They're looking for their second consecutive state championship. Alvarez does not show bunt this time and takes one upstairs. Now with 3 balls, no strikes, let's see if he shows bunt again. Lasval, the first baseman, Acosta, the third baseman, both charging hard. Alvarez does show bunt, at least before the pitch. Let's see what he has in mind. 2 men on, he pulls back and takes a strike in the outside corner. 3 balls and a strike. Jordan Broughton, the third base coach. Merrick Ask coaching first base. That bunt is down. That's going to advance the runners, and Alvarez is safe. Lasval lost his footing, could not get up in time, and that's an infield single for E.J. Alvarez. That's a big break, and let's see if TBC will cash this one in. They have the bases loaded with nobody out. And one of their best run producers at the plate in Ryan Heller. 383, 4 homers, 30 runs batted in. Heller drove in a run, 1 for 3 in game number 1. First pitch on the way, misses upstairs, and the Eagles in the dugout really cheering on Ryan Heller at the plate. Heller had a doubleheader earlier in the season at Voorhees, in which he drove in a total of 14 runs. Got a complete game victory on the mound as well. Line drive, base hit into right field. Van Sickle will score. Noah Harder had to make sure the ball went through. He stops at third, and then the throw gets away. Harder will score. The Eagles lead 2-0. An ill-advised throw because Harder had already completely stopped at third base. 1 RBI for Ryan Heller on the base hit, and then the error allows Harder to score. Also on the overthrow, Alvarez goes to third and Heller takes second. 2-0 Eagles. Ryan Ongst at the plate. Nobody out. First base is open. Burke's delivery, a check swing, and Ongst went too far. They're going to double check, and no, they're saying no swing. Looked from up here like he went around, but he gets the benefit of the call, and it's 1 ball, no strike. And Ong's taking this one, and a count even at 1-1. Alvarez getting a good lead. Nobody holding him close at third. Acosta's well off the line with the left-handed hitter at the plate. Burke wicks quickly and misses up and in. A lot of room down the right field line if Onks is able to pull one past the first baseman. 2 balls and a strike. 2 runs are in, and the pitch into dirt, and a really good block by Zach Burke. So it's Zach Burke catching, Conley Burke pitching. I'm guessing they're brothers. They're both from Lake Washington. Conley is a junior. Zach is a freshman, and Zach is majoring in ministry and leadership. Conley in kinesiology. Thank you to Johnny Gammett for allowing us that information. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded with still nobody out. That's the first walk issued by Conley Burke. Brings up Dylan Owens, but we're going to have a timeout as Coach Brent Castile heads out to the mound to talk to his young pitcher. The inning started with a base hit into right off the bat of Will Van Sickle. Then 2 consecutive bunt singles. Noah Harder surprising everybody. E.J. Alvarez was trying to sacrifice. When he got the bunt down, Lasval slipped as he tried to pick up the ball and turn to make the throw, and that allowed Alvarez to reach. Heller then singled home 1 run with a base hit into right. On the same play, Noah Harder had stopped at third, then the throw from right from Barcina got away and allowed everybody to advance. Harder crossed with run number 2. That put Alvarez at third, Heller at second, and you just saw the walk to Ryan Ongst. So there you go in case you missed anything in the bottom of the second. The number 9 man, Dylan Owens, is at the plate. This is his first at-bat of the afternoon. He's hitting .286 with 11 runs driven in. Conley Burke will wind up with the bases loaded, and the first pitch right down the middle. Good take for Owens after the walk. Here is the 0-1 and a high drive, well hit into right field. That's going to at least score a run. It is caught. Barcina makes an over-the-shoulder catch. Alvarez crosses the plate. The Eagles lead 3-0, and another ill-advised throw that very nearly got away. What I did fail to mention is Sammy Coffrin is the courtesy runner for Ryan Ongst. He is at first. Ryan Heller advanced to third as Alvarez scored the 3rd run of the inning. RBI sac fly for Dylan Owens. That's his 12th ribby of the season. 2 on, 1 out. Granado, the leadoff hitter, takes strike 1 and allows Coffrin to take second base. Coffrin missed a lot of time this season due to injury. He's now 3 for 3 in stolen base attempts. No balls and a strike. Granado is hit by the pitch, and that'll load up the bases once again. And Granado sprinting down to first. And it brings up Parker Laffrey. So Laffrey has bases loaded, 1 out. Grounded to second his first time up. 8th man to bat this inning, and he takes the first pitch upstairs. So barring a double play, the Eagles will bat around. Mark Rogers on deck. Arias playing up the middle, giving Rogers a lot of room on the right side. That was a really nice curveball from Burke. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 runs are in. Eagles looking for more. Laffrey fouls this one off to the right side, and he's down 1-2. Elvin Granado 6 for 7 in stolen base attempts, but he does have the bases loaded. He's at first. Sammy Coffrin is at second. Ryan Heller at third. And the pitch, high fly ball, not too deep. Barcina will make the catch. The runner throw to the plate, and he is out. And Heller still on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. He stumbled as he started to take off to the plate. And Barcina made a really good throw, but right now the attention is on Ryan Heller. Bruins, though, get the double play. F9-2, outs 2 and 3, but the Eagles get 3 runs, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and leave 2. They're going to attend to Ryan Heller, and after 2, it's 3-0 TBC. Ryan Heller seems to be all right. He walked off under his own power after getting a little bit of attention, and yet another great defensive play from a Bruins outfielder. Daniel Barcina made a perfect throw. Heller stumbled as he was trying to score on a potential sacrifice fly, and he was thrown out at the plate in the process. Herrera, 2 perfect innings so far. He will face Adrian Lasval, Cheo Arias, and Elijah Forbush, hitters 7, 8, and 9 in the batting order. The first 3 Eagles reached in the bottom of the second, and they all came in. Van Sickle, Harder, and Alvarez. Ryan Heller singled home a run. Dylan Owens, a sac fly to bring one in, and then an overthrow allowed Harder to score. And that's where we stand. 3 runs on 5 hits for the Eagles. No base runners as of yet for the Bruins. Top of the third, 3-0 Trinity Baptist leads. Adrian Lasval at the plate takes the first pitch for strike 1. Lasval hitless in 3 trips in game number 1. Herrera ready, and the pitch swung on and fouled back. Lasval came into the action today at 2:06. 1 homer that came last night, stayed in the park, hit off the center field fence. He's driven in 4 runs on the season. That was a 2-run inside the Parker last night. Bruins had a 4-run 7th inning, put that one away. Trinity now trying to pick up a win in game 3 of the series, and a high fly ball into left field should be easy for Owens, and it is. And that's the first out. Cheo Arias at the plate. 1 for 3, runs scored and a run driven in. Bob Jones got all 8 runs in the 6th inning of game 1. Arias, a freshman from Palmetto, Florida, hasn't declared a major as of yet, still has time. Bob Jones has many terrific programs to choose from. Here's the first pitch from Herrera, a check swing, and he went around. Just looking up and down the roster, we can see all the different kinds of programs and a whole lot more offered by Bob Jones University. Business administration, Christian ministry, sports management. As that one's low and inside to even the count at 1-1. Criminal justice, kinesiology, ministry and leadership, accounting, information technology, education, health sciences, accounting, and pre-med, pre-dental. Those are just the ones listed by the active players. 2 balls and a strike. Herrera has retired the first 7 men he has faced. 2-1, 1 out, bases empty, and a ground ball is fair inside the left field line. Arias will round first. He will pull up into second with a 1-out double, and the first hit and the first base runner for the Bruins. That one was right over the bag. And Bob Jones now trying to come back after giving up 3 runs half an inning ago. So 1 out with a runner at second. Elijah Forbush at the plate. First time we've seen him today. He is 1 for 11 on the season. Forbush got a little bit of action last night, did not bat. He's driven in 2 runs in limited opportunities. Has a man at second, a chance to drive in the first run for the Bruins. And Herrera misses low with ball 1. Ball, no strikes. Rogers holding the runner close at second. And this one catches the inside corner for strike 1. Herrera's throwing pretty hard. He's looked very sharp through the first 2+ innings. Got the first 7 men he faced before the double by Arias. Now the 1-1 and a high fly ball into left. Owens over near the line, camps under it and makes the play. 2 outs. Isaiah Brandt at the plate. He started the ball game with a fly ball to left. This man runs very well, as he showed us earlier today. I didn't see much of last night's ball game. I was doing the TBC Eagles softball championship. Carolina University won both the games. Both very good, well-played games by both teams. 6-5 and 3-1 were the final scores. I got here just in time to see the bottom of the 9th last night. Herrera turns, throws to second, a close play, but Arias is back. Runner at second, 2 men out. A couple of fly balls to left are the outs in the inning, and this pitch misses low and outside. This is our final broadcast of the school year, but we hope to be right back out there next fall for TBC Eagles men's and women's soccer, and also in the gym at the volleyball court. Here's the 1-0, swing and a miss, and a count even at 1-1. Brandt chased one up out of the zone that time. Bob Jones is finishing up its first season of baseball. Of course, we wish them a whole lot of good fortune, except when they play us, of course. But as I said earlier today, they have a fantastic athletic program, so look for them to win a whole lot of baseball games in the near future. They've won 2 here in Jacksonville last night and earlier today. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner at second. Bruins batting the top of the 3rd, 3-0 Eagles lead, and the pitch is lined into center field. That's a base hit. Lafferty will not have a play. That is an RBI single for Isaiah Brandt, and the score is 3-1. So Arias gets the double, comes in to score on the single from Brandt. And Conley Burke at the plate. He is 0 for 1, a ground ball to third his first time up. 2 hits in the inning result in the first run. And Herrera delivers and misses low for ball one. One ball, no strikes. And a little looper that's going to make its way into right field. Alvarez fires to third, but this throw is going to be late. That ball just did not get to him. It didn't have much velocity on it. Perfectly placed. Brandt very fast. He's at third. And Burke at first with a base hit. Well, sometimes you can hit the daylights out of the ball only to have it caught, and other times you get a little bloop hit just like that. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, and Bob Jones now trying to pull a little bit closer. Riley Ramsey grounded to the first baseman his first time up. 2 men on, 2 outs, 1 run is in. And pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Well, after today, it is postseason time. Bob Jones going to the NCCAA NDAG Regional Tournament in Springdale, Arizona. That one in the dirt for ball 2. And the TBC Eagles will play in the NCCAA South Region Tournament at Toccoa Falls College. Both of those will run from May 10th through the 12th. The NCCAA World Series scheduled to begin on May 21st in Easley, South Carolina. That one misses up and away. It's 3 balls and a strike. Herrera takes a long look, now delivers and gets a swinging strike 2. That will allow Conley Burke a head start from first with 2 outs. Getting a reminder from his first base coach. Van Sickle will hold the runner on. Big pitch for Robert Herrera. Ball in the gap could possibly tie the game. Runner goes and the pitch. That one is called a ball, and I thought it was ball 4, but that's ball 3, and a stolen base for Conley Burke. Pitch actually looked pretty good from up here. So now 3-2, and strike 3 on the swing, and Herrera gets out of the jam. It's his first strikeout. The Bruins, though, do get a run on 2 hits, make that 3 hits, and leave 2. And we go to the bottom of the third. Trinity Baptist 3, Bob Jones 1. Eagles lead 3-1 as they come to bat in the bottom of the third. 3 runs in the second. Bob Jones came back with a run in the top of the third. Mark Rogers, Will Van Sickle, and Noah Harder are the scheduled hitters. A double play on a fly out and a throw out at the plate ended that inning that the Eagles put together. Otherwise, they would have had a chance for a couple more. And the right fielder, Daniel Barcena, made two really good plays. A catch over the shoulder and then the perfect throw to the plate to get Ryan Heller. First two pitches miss. Heller stayed on the ground, but as a DH, he had a chance to kind of rest and recuperate while his teammates were in the field. Here's a 2-0 and a good swing, but a miss by Rogers, and it's 2-1. Heller would be fifth in this inning should the Eagles get it there. 2 balls and a strike, and the pitch, and Burke misses upstairs for ball 3. Three balls and a strike. And a pitch to Rogers, and he takes strike 2 at the knees. Eagles got 4 hits, good for 3 runs 1 inning ago. Strike 3 called. Rogers disagrees, but that's out number 1. Now, we can't see the close pitches inside or outside all that well. That one had the correct height. Probably got one of the corners on a very close pitch. From up here, though, it looked pretty good, and with 2 strikes, batter has to try to protect the plate. Here's Van Sickle. He started that 3-run inning with a base hit, ended up scoring the first run. 1 out, base is empty, and he takes ball 1 low. So a ball and no strikes. And the pitch. This one is upstairs. Count of 2-0 on Van Sickle. And that breaking ball breaks too soon, and it's 3-0. Now Burke came back to get Rogers after falling behind in the count. Now he'll try to do the same with Van Sickle. The 3-0, and right down the middle for strike 1. Van Sickle has drawn 17 walks, and that one called strike 2 at the top of the zone. Will likes to go deep into the count, make the pitcher work, and try to get a pitch he likes. Here's the payoff pitch, and ball 4, and that is his 18th walk of the season. So the Eagles have a runner at first with 1 out. Noah Harder at the plate. A bunt single and a run scored in the second. And again, he surprised everyone out there on the field, and he surprised the announcer too with that bunt single. Let's see what he has in mind now. That was his 3rd hit of the afternoon. 1 for 1 in game number 2. Swinging away and lining one into center field, but that's Ramsey out there, and he drops the ball. Van Sickle started to go back to first, thinking the ball was caught, and fortunately for him, Ramsey was able to get up and make the throw in time. That's going to be an error on the center fielder, and it could be a big break for the TBC Eagles. After all the great plays that Ramsey made in game 1, that one looked more routine, and he just could not hold on to it. Could be a door opener for the Eagles. Van Sickle at second. Harder at first. Alvarez at the plate, and a high pop fly into right field. And a catch will be made. First ball swinging from Alvarez is out number 2. So good to see that Heller's all right. He's back up there at the plate. Alvarez trying to take advantage of the error, and he went after the first pitch, got under it, and popped it up. Heller drove in a run with a base hit in the second. 2 men on, but 2 outs. Swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. Eagles trying to attack Burke early in the count. Now Van Sickle was patient. He drew the walk. Harder hit the ball well. Should have been caught. Dropped for an error. Alvarez went after the first pitch. He popped up. Heller swung and missed at the first pitch. So no balls and a strike. And a swinging strike 2, and Heller is down in the count. And Burke 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning after 2 men were on with 1 out. And the pitch, high fly ball into right. That should be caught. Barcina puts it away. Well, the error does not hurt the Bruins. The Eagles get 2 base runners but leave them stranded. A walk and an error, and after 3, it's 3-1 TBC. Eagles had an opportunity to extend the lead in the third, did not cash in, and now Bob Jones looking to come back. They got 1 in the third to make it a 3-1 game. And Zach Burke, Daniel Barcina, and Rama LaCosta are the scheduled hitters, 4, 5, and 6 as we start the top of the fourth. Herrera, 1 earned run, 3 hits, no walks, and a strikeout. His first pitch of the fourth misses upstairs. One ball, no strikes. And a pitch. There's a ground ball towards second. That'll be an easy play for Rogers. For a moment it looked like a high throw, but Van Sickle reached up and made the catch. So a quick first out. Ahead 0-2, and he's ahead 0-2, and the pitch, foul tip into the mitt. That's strike 3. And Ramel Acosta at the plate. Infield single puts a runner at by ball to left. He has a runner at first. Misses low for ball 2. The pitch. I'm used to doing things on the radio. Count remains 2. 2-2 out. So the count remains 3-2. Ball 4 does just that. Strikeout. Cheo Arias at the plate. He doubled and scored in the third. Acosta, the runner at second. Last ball at first. 2 out. Van Sickle will play back. 1 ball, no strikes. A walk and a hit. Those are the only games underway right now. Well, let's see if the conference got out of a tough situation in the third. Got the first. 1 ball, no strikes. Because, again, it is a very high mound. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded, and the pitch. Chopper foul down the third baseline. Hey, what a great play by Coach Castile. The barehanded grab, and he's seeing what his outfielders have done all day, and he gets in on the act as well. Pitch. Strike 2 on the off-speed pitch on the outside corner. 1 strike away from getting out of the inning without the runs scoring. Want to do that now because the top of the order is on deck. And the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Forbush argues that the pitch was low, but he is out. Trinity Baptist 3, Bob Jones 1. The score 3-1. Ryan Ongst will lead off for the Eagles in the bottom of the 4th. He's the number 8 man, followed by Dylan Owens, Elvin Granado, and if anybody gets on, Lafferty and Rogers. 8-9-1 as we start the bottom of the 4th. 2-run lead for Trinity Baptist. And Burke's first pitch is a change of pace that dips low for ball 1. Ball, no strikes. Burke has walked 2. He's allowed 5 hits. There's a looper but foul down the left side. Somebody out of the bullpen made a nice grab on the bounce, getting a hand from the Eagles in the dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is in the zone for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And pitch on the way. This one is grounded towards second. It is knocked down by Arias. Throw to first in time. This time the infield makes a diving play. Arias puts in his contribution to the defensive effort. Gets the out at first. So with 1 out and the base is empty, Dylan Owens is at the plate. First pitch from Burke. Owens swings and misses for strike 1. balls and a strike. Line drive, well hit, deep left field, on its way back. It is up against the fence. Owens will pull up into second, and he'll be there with a stand-up double. Well, that's one ball that the outfield wasn't able to track down. That was over Brandt's head, and looked for a moment like it had a chance to get over the fence, but Owens has himself a double. Hit number 6 for the Eagles. Leadoff man Elvin Granado at the plate with a runner at second and one out. Eagles looking to extend a current 2-run lead. They're batting in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to Granado, misses outside. Double number 3 on the season for Dylan Owens. Came in hitting .286, and this one is squibbed foul to the right side. Granado has a chance to drive in a run. He's done that 22 times this season. Came into this game hitting .374. Line drive caught in right, hit batsman, so 0 for 1. And this one misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Burke takes a long look in, checks the runner at second, not being held too closely, and he gets a nice off-speed pitch in the zone for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Dylan Owens is the runner at second. Ball 3 is upstairs. Zach Burke came up ready to fire down to second, but Owens not too far off the bag. Parker Lafferty on deck. Granado looking to drive in the run, if not take ball 4. Here's a payoff pitch. Instead, a flip back towards second base. Owens back in time. Granado has drawn 13 walks on the season. He's been hit 10 times as well. Here's a 3-2, high pop fly. That's going to stay on the infield. Arias backpedals and makes the catch. And that is out number 2. Parker Lafferty is 0 for 2. He's the one who hit the fly ball that turned into a double play to end the second inning. Lafferty came into game 2 hitting .294 with 17 RBIs. Number 18 would make it a 3-run game. Should be able to get that base hit. 2 outs. Owens will be off on contact, and the pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. If Lafferty can reach, Rogers would come up next. One ball, no strikes. And Burke delivers a good swing by Lafferty, but he fouls it off. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second, that's Dylan Owens. And the pitch, a good curveball in the zone for strike 2. Owens doubled off the left field fence, a 1-hopper that came close to getting out. He is still at second, now with 2 outs. And the pitch, high pop fly down the right field line. It's slicing foul. Count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. Conley Burke takes a long look in for the side. Owens Not too aggressive of a leadoff second, but he'll get a nice secondary. Here is the pitch. Line drive into right field, and that's going to be down for a hit. Owens will round third. The throw to the plate is in time. Daniel Barcina has just thrown out his second man at the plate from right field, keeping the Eagles off the scoreboard, and that ends the inning. That's a base hit for Rafferty. And after 4, it is 3-1 Eagles. Well, count one more great defensive play from a Bob Jones outfielder. Daniel Barcina has just thrown out his second man at the plate from right field. Lafferty got the base hit. Owens hustled all the way. It was just an absolutely perfect throw. Top of the order, Isaiah Brandt, Conley Burke, and Riley Ramsey are the scheduled hitters. It's 3-1 Eagles, top of the 5th. Brandt singled home a run in the 3rd. He is 1 for 2. Herrera has looked very good and misses outside and low for ball 1. 4 hits allowed, 1 earned run. He has walked 1 and struck out 2. Swing and a miss. Count even at 1-1. The Eagles are really swinging the bats well today, and it just seems that even when they get the base hit, they just can't seem to catch a break. A lot of line drives caught, a couple of men thrown out at the plate. Brandt helped the pitcher big time on that swing. It's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Well, they do keep Brandt off the bases. And once again, Robert Herrera has gotten the first man of the inning. He has done that all 5 times. Not sure what the discussion about is. Home plate and base umpire. That ball took a high hop on Noah Harder, and he had to kind of lose sight of it for just a moment, regroup, and make the throw. Now the base umpire talking with Coach Castile. I don't know what the discussion is about. Conley Burke waiting to take his swings in the batter's box. Burke is 1 for 2. He singled and stole a base in the 3rd. Apparently the umpire was talking with Coach Castile about some things in the Bruins dugout. That's all situated. Herrera from the stretch, 1 out, bases empty, and a ground ball under the glove of Harder and into left field. That's going to be an error on it, and Conley Burke is aboard with 1 for 2. Ball tipped off the end of Harder's glove. Might have come up a little too soon to try to make the throw. So Burke is aboard. And Herrera delivers and misses up and away. run at the plate. It's 3-1, TBC leads. And the pitch in the dirt, that's ball 2. Takes a long look in. One check of the runner at first. Here's a 2-0 in the dirt for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. And that one called a strike. Herrera might have gotten a break on that one. So it's 3-1. Burke, the runner at first, reached on an error. And the pitch. And this one fouled off over the dugout. Three balls, 2 strikes, and with 1 out, we'll see if the runner at first, Burke, has anything in mind. He is a perfect 16 for 16 in stolen base attempts. Payoff pitch not going, ball 4, puts runners at first and second. So an error and a walk puts the tying runs on base. Cleanup hitter Zach Burke at the plate. He's 0 for 2, a couple of ground balls to the right side. Timeout as Coach Copeland heads out to the mound, and we'll pause right here and be right back on TBC Eagles. Chevron, the freshman transfer student from 10 2/3 innings, 12 hits, only potential tying runs now on base, and the catcher Zach Burke at the plate. 0 for 2 with 2 walks and a run scored in the opener today. Chance to draw. Only change is the pitcher. Herrera did a nice job, but he's responsible for the 2 men on base. And the 0-1, and a breaking ball hits off the batter's helmet, and that loads the bases. 3 consecutive base runners without a base hit. Catch and 2 outfield assists, both of those coming at the plate. Van Sickle at first, Harder at third. They'll play in tight. Granado, the shortstop, Rogers, the second baseman, will play double play depth. Chevron, with the bases loaded, will wind up. Chevron got the ground ball he needed right at Rogers. It was a low flip, but Granado able to get the throw off and put it right on target to Van Sickle, and that ends the inning. The Bruins threatened to tie or even take the lead, but the double play gets the Eagles off the hook. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Trinity Baptist leads 3-1. Mark Rogers, Will Van Sickle, and Noah Harder are the scheduled hitters for the Eagles. 3, 4, and 5 in the batting order. Patrick Chevron got the double play ground ball. He hit the first man he faced, but then the 4-6-3 DP. And let's see if the Eagles can take the momentum right back. They're leading 3-1 as they come to bat in the bottom of the 5th. Rogers is 0 for 2, a ground ball to third, and last time up he was called out on strikes. Looking to start a rally here in the 5th. And with a 7-inning game, sits, no strikeouts and 2 walks. And the pitch, outfielders have played today. That looked like he might have been able to make the catch. However, it drops down. Rogers at first. Much. He has good speed. 0 for 1 in stolen base attempts. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-1 Trinity Baptist. Batting in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch to Van Sickle is low for ball 2. Zach Burke tried to frame that one. Could not hold on. And that possibly could have cost him the call. I don't see anyone throwing in the Bob Jones bullpen. Well, Daniel Barcina went the entire game in the opener. He got the win. Conley Burke been the only pitcher so far for the Bruins. He's in a tough jam. Harder has bunted his way aboard, scored a run, reached on an error, showed bunt on the first before the TBC Eagles. They lead by 2, looking to add some insurance runs. Here's the 1-0. Harder bunts, but he pops it up. That one caught by the first baseman, Adrian Lasval. 1 away. Harder kind of the Eagles base runners recognize they got back in plenty of time without a throw. Alvarez takes the first pitch off speed, and it's strike 1. The Burke has thrown so far today. That one had a whole lot of life, but missed high. This one is going to be caught for out number 2. Forbush fell down as he made the catch, but he held on. Infield fly in effect anyway, because all you really have to do is have an infielder able to make a play on the ball. So Burke, after a single and a walk, got the next 2 men out, has a chance to end the threat in the bottom of the 5th. Ryan Heller at the plate, 1 for 2. Went to right field both times. First time drove in a run. And this one is outside. Single to right in the 3-run third. Brought home a run. Fly ball to right to end the 3rd inning. It's a 3-run 2nd inning for the Eagles. Takes ball 2. Heller came into this ball game at .383 and 30 runs driven in. Now has 31. Here's a 2-0, and he's taking all the way, and that one caught the top of the zone, and it's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Line drive, base hit in the left. Rogers is going to hold up because Brandt got right on top of it and in close just behind the infield. And that ball was hit so hard, Rogers didn't even have a chance to try to score. Now that's a base hit for Ryan Heller, his 2nd of the game. That's a case where he might have hit the ball too hard. And Brandt made a really good throw, cut off. There were thoughts of firing towards second to see if they can get Van Sickle too far. And this is inside. Well, you got to get a run after you get those first 2 men aboard. A popped up bunt attempt, and then a pop-up caught by the shortstop. Heller singled. Bases are loaded. 2 out. Ongst flinched, but he held up in time, and it's 2-0. Listen to those Eagles in the dugout cheering on Ryan Ongst, trying to get some extra runs. It's 3-1 and a pitch low for ball 3, and Ongst can now be very patient on ball 4. Should Burke miss once again? Ball 4 would bring home a run. Ongst looking for his pitch, and this one on the inside corner. 3 balls and a strike. Strike 2 wouldn't be the worst thing. What that would do is put all the runners in motion. But if this one's where Ongst like it, he's going to hack. Here's a 3-1. Ball 4. That does bring home a run. Eagles lead 4-1. Credit Ryan Ongst with an RBI. That is his 12th of the season. Mark Rogers scores. Van Sickle the third. Heller at second. Sammy Coffrin once again, courtesy runner for the catcher. He's at first. Dylan Owens at the plate. Very nearly put one over the left field fence his last time up. He got a double out of it. Had a sac fly into second. So 1 for 1 and a chance to tack on some more. First pitch misses upstairs. Owens got his 12th RBI with that sacrifice fly. The 1-0, and this one is right at the knees for strike 1. 6, 7, and 8 due up for Bob Jones in the 6th. Ramel Acosta will be the first hitter. Owens pops this one up, and it's going to get over the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. After that double in the 4th, Owens was gunned down trying to score on Lafferty's base hit. One of 2 outfield assists from Daniel Barcina. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's an Eagle at every base. And a pitch. Ball 2. There's some Bruins standing over in the bullpen, but I don't see anything being thrown around. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Burke wants to get it done now. He doesn't want ball 3. But he does throw ball 3, and now everybody gets a running start. Of course, Van Sickle at third. Doesn't want to get too close to the man swinging an aluminum bat. Everybody will be on the move. All the infielders back off the bases. There they go. Line drive. Base hit on the ground. 2 runs are going to score. Van Sickle and Heller. A 2-run single for Dylan Owens, and the Eagles lead 6-1. Forbush went up high, had the ball in his glove, but could not hold on, and 2 runs come in. Dylan Owens gives the Eagles some insurance. He's aboard with his 2nd hit of the game, and RBIs 2 and 3. Goes as an infield single. Sammy Crawford at second. Owens at first. Elvin Granado at the plate. Took a little time after the first 2 batters reached, but the Eagles have scored 3. That one is low and outside for ball 1. 6-1, Trinity Baptist still batting in the bottom of the 5th. Now there's some action going on in the Bob Jones bullpen. Here's the 1-0, and this one is low for ball 2. I can't see who it is. I can just see the top of the gentleman's head. Eagles looking to add on at least 1 more. They've gotten 3 in the inning and lead 6-1. Here is the pitch, and Granado takes this one for strike 1. Rogers led off with a base hit. Van Sickle followed with a walk. Both have come in. Ryan Heller has also scored. Little late call on a pitch that looked up and in, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Granado very much disagreed with it, but the count is even. Nobody holding the runners close. And Burke delivers a 2-2, and this one is fouled off. A good rip by Granado. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sammy Coffrin at second base, a courtesy runner for Onks to walk. Dylan Owens at first, he just got the big 2-run single. Very nearly robbed of that base hit, but Forbush just couldn't hold on. Here's a 2-2 and a high fly ball. Shallow left field. 3 men giving chase. It's going to be the center fielder, Ramsey, and that ends the inning. However, the Eagles get 3 runs, 3 hits, and a couple of walks. 2 men left. After 5, it's Trinity Baptist 6, Bob Jones 1. Eagles extend the lead to 6-1 with a 3-run bottom half of the 5th. Rogers, Van Sickle, and Heller all scored. Bases loaded walk for Ryan Onks brought home the first run, and then a 2-run single from Dylan Owens made it a 3-run inning. Now a 5-run lead, and Patrick Chevron back on the mound. He came in, hit the first batter he faced, but then got a 4-6-3 double play to end the threat in the 5th. Ramel Acosta, Adrian Lasval, Cheo Arias, hitters 6, 7, and 8 are due up for the Bruins. Chevron ready, gets a fresh start to the inning. He winds and will deliver his first pitch. And this one misses low for ball 1. Acosta is 1 for 2, a fly to left and a single. Came in hitting 273 as we started play today, and this one is also low, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Well, Herrera got the first man of the inning all 5 times. Chevron, 2 balls, no strikes. Line drive into center field. That is going to be caught. Parker Lafferty had him played well. Took just a few steps in and made the catch. And for the 6th consecutive inning, leadoff hitter has been retired. Very important to get that leadoff hitter. The Eagles, in both of their 3-run innings, got the leadoff man aboard with base hits. Adrian Lasval has flied to left and walked. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Very gentle breeze blowing out towards right. Chevron delivers and gets the zone at the knees. Lasval nods his head in agreement. 1 ball, 1 strike. Arias and Forbush, the next scheduled hitters, then the top of the order. Here's the 1-1. Line drive, fair ball down the right field line. Lasval will stop there at first. Credit Alvarez getting to the ball in a hurry and keeping the runner to a single. So 1 out. Lasval at first base. Cheo Arias at the plate. 1 for 1, a double and a run scored. That came in the third. He was hit by a pitch in the fourth. Lasval has not attempted a stolen base, and with the Bruins down by 5, they probably won't take too many chances. Chevron from the stretch and gets the first pitch in the zone for strike 1. No balls and a strike. And this one misses upstairs. Yankees beat the Tigers 6-4. Nationals 7-2 win over the Marlins. Here's a 1-1. Check swing, and he held up in time. Cincinnati leads the Cubs 2-0 in the second. Royals 11-1 over the Twins in the eighth. Here's a 2-1. Ground ball, could be 2. Granado will have to go to first instead, and just in time. That ball got out toward the dirt and slowed down, and that made Granado have to go to first, but he got the out. Lasval does advance into scoring position. Elijah Forbush at the plate, 0 for 2, a fly ball to left, and a called third strike. Chevron, a total now of 1 1/3 innings pitched, 1 hit. 1 hit batsman. And his first pitch, a breaking ball that misses high. One ball, no strikes. High fly ball, left field. Owens charging in and makes the catch, and that ends the inning. A 1-out single, nothing else for the Bruins. We go to the bottom of the 6th with the Eagles leading 6-1. Bottom of the 6th with the Eagles leading 6-1, and they will face a new pitcher. Coming on in relief will be Josh Crane. He has a record of 2-4. This is his 11th appearance. He has started 7 games. He has an ERA of 9.86, 38 1/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 60 hits, 46 runs, 42 of them earned. Crane has walked 15 and struck out 15. Josh Crane, a senior from Berwick, Pennsylvania, majoring in ministry and leadership, playing in his final regular season game. Again, the postseason tournaments begin on May 10th. Crane will face Laffrey, Rogers, and Van Sickle, first 3 hitters for the TBC Eagles here in the bottom of the 6th. Trinity got 3 runs in the second, 3 more in the fifth. Bob Jones got 1 run in the third. Lafferty is 1 for 3, a base hit his last time up. He's gone to right field all 3 times. Well, to the right side, a ground ball to second, fly ball to right, and a base hit to right. Leadoff hitter in the 6th, and the pitch misses and bounces for ball 1. Top of the order will be due up for Bob Jones in the 7th. Brandt, Burke, and Ramsey. Crane trying to keep this game right here. It's a 5-run lead for the TBC Eagles. And the 1-0 pitch misses upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Crane takes a long look, gets a sign he likes, and here's a 2-0. And that one is in the zone for strike 1. Well, Bob Jones won the first 2 games of the series. Trinity trying to come back and take game number 3 and end the regular season with a W. Here's the 2-1. And this one is cued off the end of the bat. Foul down the right side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another long look in by the big right-hander. And now the 2-2. There's a ground ball towards short. Burke throws to first in time. That's Conley Burke, who went from the mound back to his shortstop position where he played all of game 1. Made a good strong throw for out number 1. So Elijah Forbush, if I have everything correct, has come out of the game, and Josh Crane is in the number 9 hole of the batting order. Mark Rogers, a second baseman. He is 1 for 3, a single and a run scored in the 5th. Crane ready and delivers and gets the first pitch in for strike 1. No balls and a strike. And Crane delivers and misses upstairs. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch misses high, and Rogers ahead 2-1. Crane takes his time. Long look in for the sign. And now the 2-1. And that's a good fastball for strike 2. Crane not overpowering, but so far he's been changing speeds pretty well. Got the first man he faced, Parker Lafferty, grounded to short. Now the 2-2. High pop foul, and this one is out of play. And that ball had some movement on it coming out of the pitcher's hand. 1-5-1 for the Bruins, 6-9-1 for the Eagles. Both teams have played really good defense. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away. Rogers is going to get himself aboard. And he's going to go for second as Burke could not find the ball. And Rogers, after striking out, gets 2 bases. Well, we will occasionally see a strikeout and a runner reach first. Will Van Sickle did that in game 1 and ended up scoring, but we don't see a 2-base wild pitch on a strikeout very often. I don't think I've ever seen that live in person, at least. So Rogers is aboard with 1 out, and Will Van Sickle at the plate. He has singled, walked twice, and scored twice. On base all 3 times. Productive game number 2 for Will Van Sickle. And he hacks at the first pitch, a bouncer that's cut off by the third baseman. A throw gets away. Rogers will score. Van Sickle taking a look at third, but he'll stop right there at second base. No RBI. Rogers scores on the error on the third baseman, allowing Van Sickle to reach. Second error of the game for the Bruins, and it's 7-1 Trinity Baptist. Noah Harder last time up, tried to bunt, popped it up. Got a bunt single and a run scored in the second. He is 0 for 2. Takes this one outside. He is 1 for 3 officially. 1 ball, no strikes. Alvarez and Heller are the next scheduled hitters. This one is in the dirt. Zach Burke with the block. Well, barring a big comeback by Bob Jones in the 7th, Eagles are having their final at-bat of the regular season. Trying to pick up win number 13. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. There's a ground ball to first. That ball gets through. Van Sickle will stop at third, and Harder is aboard. That is an error on the first baseman. E.J. Alvarez at the plate. 1 out. Runners at the corners, 1 run is in. Now you look at the Eagles' record and you see 13-20. It doesn't look very impressive, but remember, they lost their first 10 ball games. So since then, they have been 13-7, and at one point won 10 out of 11. So the second half of the season, very good to TBC Eagles baseball. Granado has a chance to drive in a run, and he takes the first pitch low and inside. One ball, no strikes, and a pitch, and a breaking ball in there for a strike. So from going 0-10, then winning 13 afterward, that's a pretty good second half. There's a ground ball, could be a double play to flip to second for 1, over to first in time, and that ends the inning. Eagles, though, get an extra run. It is unearned, but it's on the board, and we go to the 7th. Bob Jones needs to rally, trailing 7-1. We go to the 7th with Trinity Baptist leading 7-1. Patrick Chevron will try to finish this one up. When he came in the 5th, It was a 3-1 ball game, and he had the tying runs on base. So if he finishes the inning, Chevron will get a save. He has Isaiah Brandt, Conley Burke, and Riley Ramsey, the scheduled hitters, 1, 2, and 3 in the batting order. Chevron, the long windup, and the first pitch swung on and missed. Ball downstairs, and it's 0-1. Eagles got 3 in the second, 3 more in the fifth, 1 in the sixth. No balls and a strike and a pitch. That one bounced well in front of the plate, and it's 1-1. Chevron might have tried to overthrow that one. Sometimes that happens. Ryan Heller has gone into left field. Dylan Owens has moved over from left to right. And the pitch, this one is low and inside. So E.J. Alvarez has come out of the game. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and the count is 2-2. All 4 infielders are the same, as is the catcher. And Laffrey's still in center field. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. High pop-up. It's going to stay in play. Onks had to contend with the bat, and he makes the catch. Well, with Alvarez coming out of the game, officially Chevron is now in the number 6 hole in the batting order. Of course, with just 2 outs left to get and a 6-run lead, let's hope we don't even have to worry about that. 1 out, base is empty. Conley Burke at the plate. First pitch low and inside for ball 1. Burke is 1 for 3, a base hit in the 3rd inning. He has grounded to third twice. Last time up, reached on an error by the third baseman. There's a high pop-up. That's on the infield. Granado will make the catch for out number 2. 1 out left to go, and the regular season will come to an end. And the Eagles started off no wins and 10 losses, then won 13 of their next 23, including 10 of 11 at one point. Faltered their last few ball games. Bob Jones won last night and game 1 today. Eagles now looking to finish the regular season with a W and a record of 14-20 heading into the South Region Tournament. Robert Herrera would be the winning pitcher. Conley Burke would take the loss. Here is the pitch. It's in the dirt. Patrick Chevron would get the save. All he has to do is finish the inning for center field all afternoon. He did make one mistake, but that didn't cost the Bruins. Here's a 2-0 from Chevron. High fly ball, well hit towards left. So Ramsey gets the double in what is likely to be his last at-bat of the regular season, barring a big comeback with 2 outs by the Bruins. Here is Zach Burke, the catcher. He's 0 for 2. He was also hit by a pitch. That was Chevron's first man faced. Ball tipped off the helmet, and then Chevron got that crucial 4-6-3 DP. And this pitch lined and grabbed by Harder on the hop. Throw to first. That's the ball game. Final score, Trinity Baptist 7, Bob Jones University 1. The winning 2 2/3 innings and only 2 hits and no runs allowed. Conley Burke did well, but he takes the loss for Bob Jones. And that's it for not only the game, the doubleheader, but the regular season and That is our final broadcast of the 2020 to 2021 school year. We want to thank everybody for joining us, not just today, but all season long. Thank you, Johnny Gammett, for all the great information you gave us about Bob Jones University's first season in baseball. Amber Bird is our official scorekeeper. Dean Bureau, our cameraman. The athletic director of Trinity Baptist College is John D. Jones. Josh Louis Jackson is a game day coordinator. Thank you